I'm Richard Laverty, and I was pastor at First Baptist Church in Perryton, Texas. Just recently, within the last week or so, I've retired. It's a great town. It's the very northern part of the panhandle of Texas, just 7 miles from the Oklahoma state line.
I'm Chris Canepa. I'm the area representative for Area 1 for Baptist General Convention of Texas. So it's the strangest thing. I was actually with the pastor from First Baptist Church of Perryton earlier that day. That afternoon, I started getting some messages from the Dallas office. What have you heard about Perryton? The pastor nor I were actually in the community when the storm hit.
The storm started on the northwestern part of Perryton and moved through a section of town that has a lot of mobile homes, smaller homes, hit north part of Main Street, some of the main businesses. The church was about 2 blocks from the edge of it. I'd received a phone call from one of our deacons and says, what do you think about us using our food grill there at the church to feed people? And so they pulled that out in the parking lot, began to cook food.
And then I'd had phone calls from a couple of our really committed pastors in the region who said, what's the best way we can help? And we determined that probably sending aid to First Baptist Perryton and letting it become the place that many folks in the community were going to have needs addressed, helping them have money they don't currently have from outside the town, because the burden would be great and it would be ongoing for months to come.
I was getting phone calls from organizations. Texas Baptist Men was the very first ones to give me a call and say, hey, we know this, we're prepared, and here's what we can do. No electricity, no gas. We're going to send a generator that will house the city of Perryton almost. He said, it'll light up your church, it'll light up the community. And so they had a generator on the road before I even got there.
Right away, just that day at the lunch that was being served at the church parking lot over by their bus barn, there were people that were showing up sharing thanks that somebody was thinking of them, even a sense of people knowing that those folks were doing that because they were saying God loves them.
And so to know that someone's willing to come by, offer them some kind of assistance or help, even a prayer. I had a girl and we were visiting and talking. I said, can I pray with you? And she said, we would be glad. And they all gathered around and we had a moment of prayer. And so they are open to hearing a gospel message in that moment. I think it's much like Jesus. Whenever Jesus came, he always went and he tended to the physical needs first. And then out of that physical need, then Jesus began to speak, and they were more receptive to his words. And that was really neat to see in a very personal way. It just makes you feel good knowing that you've got that kind of partnership out there that have helped us throughout the years. It was a good experience. How do you say a tornado is a good experience, right? It's always good when you know that God can take that and expound upon that greater than what it really is. And that's what I think your people realize. This is a tornado, but this is just something for God to use to show his magnificence.